Good day everyone, and welcome to episode 6 in our series of Factory Town. What a nice little factory town we have got going on here. And the good news, the news is that we have a new version of the game that has been downloaded and installed. And there are lots of changes in this version. Two of the changes which are immediately obviously present is that the crate and the barn are now locked, even though we had previously unlocked them, and in fact there is a barn. So that's one change that has occurred, and there have been quite a number of changes to buildings, trees, research. There's been a significant number of changes, and to be honest, having read the list, I'm not sure exactly how that's going to impact the gameplay about where we currently are at in the game. But I want to carry on despite that, or maybe even because of that, with the plan that we talked about in our last episode, and that was doing a little bit of rationalization and getting discrete manufacturing set up. And I would like to start over here in this area and just get the whole researching of recipes. Actually, let's just have a quick look while we're here. Yes, see. Interesting. Okay. Getting these discrete manufacturing systems set up so that they work quite well and we can just move on to different things as we go through the game. That's the plan anyway. So I want to start over here, and we do have the basics set up if we talk about providing books to the school. So we need wood, which we're getting from over there in our forester. We're getting paper, which is going to the workshop, and we're getting pasture. So we've basically got a leather. So we've basically got the basics of that setup. There is a couple of things we need. First of all, we need a better supply of animal feed to the pasture. We need a grain mill to supply that. And then we needed a farm to provide the corn, or actually, what is it called? Grain, sorry. The grain to the grain mill. Now, having looked at it, I've come over here, and one of the changes that I had tested out, which worked very well, is down here. And what that is I added a farm tile and planted grain without having to go and get the grain from the stockpile. Now, that's good because previously you had to go and find the grain, get the grain, put it in your base, and then from the base you could plant it. But you don't need to do that anymore. So that is actually pretty good. And just to demonstrate that, let me just go in here, and then for farming and mining, farm tile, we go down here. Now that's a spot where there's grass. Or even better, that's a spot where there's grass. Where's that go? Oh, hang on. Where is the coverage for the farm? How do you check the coverage for the farm? I need to check the coverage for the farm. Oh, it goes up to there. Grain is growing. Okay, hang on. Is grain growing there? No grain is growing there. So what we'll do is we will go into farming, we'll get a farm tile, and we will go right there. So we put a farm tile in, that's all cool. We go here and we go, we need to go back to farming and mining, and we need to plant grain, which costs 10 yellow coins. We have a few of those, just a few. And there you go, we just planted grain. So just in this episode alone, I've planted 2 more squares of grain, which is good. So the upshot of that is I didn't want to produce a new farm, just keep that farm, and increase its production to supply grain to a new grain mill, which I'm going to place over here near our pasture. Now, in the long term, I would like to put a chute. The English language is deserting me today. I have no idea what I'm saying. I'm going to put a chute eventually from there all the way down to here to make that a really good production run. But the thing is that we're going to have to put the chute up in the air because we still need to get all this stuff. When we come over here to start harvesting this, we need to get all this done. And that might be a little bit of a challenge for us. Mind you, we're going to have the same issue here because I want to put a chute in for the forester to get the wood from there all the way down to here and not interfere with either expansion into this area later or picking up this coal. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's kick off. Straight away, what I would like to do is put in the grain. Now, the grain, also eventually too, what I would like to see is conveyor belts around here to move all this stuff around because it's very short distances without having to use all our people to do it. So the first thing we need is a building, and the building is called the grain mill. And we can certainly afford one of those. Actually, oh yeah, it takes up one person. Okay, well, that's cool. Now, the grain mill does not, not enough population capacity. Okay, the grain mill does not need water. Let's just check to make sure all our houses are upgraded. Yeah, actually, you know what? We still have 3 pops not in use. That may need some attention a wee bit later on in the game. There is another house. Fine. Well, happiness is pretty good. Happiness 2. Why is happiness only 2? Actually, you know what? Let's upgrade you immediately. Yes, this is also a change they made in the game, that the happiness now comes from the general and the foods markets because they're the ones that actually consume the products now, not the houses. Now, what exactly that does in-game to things, I don't know. Actually, what we could do, oh no, you see, we can't because we need cloth. Right, general store, clothing, blah, 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 max tier 3. Right, okay, well, let's just hold on to that for a moment. Right, we're back over here, and we're going to build a building. We're building a building. You're a building. You know what? We need a little more space than that. 1, 2. I think 2 is a good thing. 1, 2. And you need animal feed. Okay, right. So the next thing I'm going to do is I think I'm going to get more efficiency. I don't think there's any difference if I run across here and then down there compared to going down here and across there. Because it picks up at the front. It's going to have to go around anyway, so it's wasting, that much room. Where that's probably about the same, really, truth be known, there. Right, so we're going to put a bridge across there, but I think I want to make it a stone bridge. And because we're going to use initially these guys, the wagons. So let's go into structural blocks, and this time I think if you put a stone top one, you have to use a stone bottom. I mean, I'm guessing, but you know what? One guess is as good as another, I think. Maybe need two there. Yes, very good. How are we doing over here? Excellent. Yes. And I don't know, did that work? No, but that did. Okay. Should we go up one more? Just maybe in case. You know what? It's probably going to hurt. Probably going to hurt. Yeah, probably is. Maybe we should have a look at getting up there as well. Structural blocks. Road ramp. Road ramp. Right? Is it a road ramp? I think it is a road ramp. Be very surprised if it wasn't a road ramp. That seems to be okay. Does it not? Maybe it does. Okay, let's move. Oh, you can't move it. Really? Really? What? Oh, no, hold on. What just happened there? Oh, you can't move it? Oh. Okay. Well, stone bridge. Oh, too big. Too big. Yeah, no, too big. Okay, so what we need to do is that right? I don't know. This is the first time I've built a stone bridge. I don't know if it's good or not. Stone bridge. The answer is no. Okay, well, I'm struggling a little bit with this. Maybe the game could cut me a bit of slack. But I don't think so somehow. Okay, stone pillar, scaffold, right there. Add bridge to it. No, not stone arch. Stone bridge. That works. That doesn't. Okay. So, yeah. It's a height issue, really. It's a height issue. That looks reasonable. Looks reasonable. Stone bridge. That's not reasonable. No, that's not reasonable. It's a bit fiddly. It would be, I think it might be better if you could keep the menu up so you could make your selections as you go along. But nonetheless, okay, we produced a stone bridge. That's very impressive. We want a path, a road even. Can't build on it. Oh, really? Wow. All right. Terrain block up. Okay, hold on. Terrain block up. Down. 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 Up. Up. You know what? Hold that thought for a sec. Yeah, it didn't like that very much, did it? No. Aha! uneven terrain. Surely it's going to allow for ups. Surely. Ooh. All right, let's try that. Maybe. Little bit of fiddly, little bit of fiddly, little bit of fiddly, little bit of parts. All right. Well, I can cope with that, as it turns out, because look at you. Well, I wonder if that's going to work. The interesting thing about this is that you have to do a lot of experimentation when you get going. Oh, yeah, okay. Actually, we could be. Yeah, we could be, but we aren't, so we probably shouldn't. You know, all things being equal, which of course turns out in the real world that very few things are equal, including the ground on which you walk. You're a path. Okay, let's see if we can't really. Wow, I can't tell because of the grass, or am I? Okay, is that? No, that isn't. All right, hold on. Oh, seriously, dude? No. 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 How about that? No. How about that? Oh, man. It's fiddly. That kind of looks like it. I hope it is. Man, it's fiddly. No, stop. Really? Wow. So, all right. Man, that took a wee bit of doing, didn't it? But they should start using this now if it's more efficient. Which maybe they do. I can't tell. Where's the guy? Ah, there's a guy. Love the up and down and all that stuff. Yep, very good. All right, that seems to be... That's working well. Okay, so now what we want... Now, how are you doing in here? You've got tons of output. Tons of output. We need a worker, but it's called a wagon. Boop. I love the pop. You need... What's that? Oh, fertilizer, right. You need to pick up that and you need to drop it off there. What are you taking there? Animal feed. Ah, right. Okay, so you, I need to keep an eye on you for a minute because you need to stop taking animal feed there. We'll get you one more run and then we'll stop you. Okay. So we've got, now he's taking 4 animal feed to there. 4 animal feed I think makes 1. Does it? For animal feed. Let's just park you over here. Okay. What is the situation here? 2 gold coins, 4 animal feed, some water, some stuff. It makes leather and fertilizer. What are you waiting for? I think you're waiting for fertilizer, aren't you? And why won't you tell me where you're going? It's not very good. Ooh, completed research, intermediate logistics. Sure. Advanced logistics. I don't recall doing logistics. Logistics blocks are placed on top of belts, chutes and pipes. Chutes, yeah. To filter and redirect goods travelling down them. Ooh. Grabbers can be used to pull goods from any side of a building onto a path. Oh, so you could have multiple goods on the same path. That's novel. So woodworking. So what does woodworking give us? Oh, woodworking unlocks barns, crates, forestry and boat building. That's kind of interesting because I've already built a barn. We didn't build a crate, but we have already built a forestry place. So I think we should do that so that we can catch up with where we are. And also we get boats. So sure, let's do woodworking. That seems like a good thing to do. Now, grain mills got 4, but why is nothing happening? I know why nothing's happening. Because nobody's taking the grain. No, sorry, nobody is taking the feed to the pasture. You're taking fertilizer and you're taking leather. You're delivering paper and you're delivering books. But we could build belts. Right, okay. We're not going to build belts. What we're going to build, first of all, is a chute. But we're going to put our chute very high up. Pillar, so that we can have stuff go underneath you. And I think we're going to do you from just there. And make you very high. So 2 is going to be your height. Now, can I go through there? No, of course I can't. Can I go through there? No. Because I might be well and truly making this way too high. You're building unlocked barn, crate, and forestry. Well, that was incredibly quick. And I think we're going to have a problem right here. Oh no, there you go. So we kind of fixed the problem. So if I look at you, we need you to be the same height, don't we? We do. So we're going to put a chute in. No, we're not. Because we don't put chutes on there. We put a wooden arch on there, I think. This is now the issue. Telling height. Oh, look at you, man! That's a thing. Actually, let's I think I want to put a chute on this just to make sure it's going to work anyway. Oh no, it's got to come out of the door, doesn't it? Well, you're special. Yeah. Yep, special. That's me. I'm the special guy. 2, right? Then the wooden arch, and then the chute. Well, like so. So it's not picking up. No, it's not picking up. I mean, you can tell it's not picking up. Did it just take out the whole lot? No, just the arch. Right. Okay, that looks about right. But we can't put that up there because we've got to put a wooden arch in. Okay, and then we can put the chute in because the chute looks like the chute. Okay, what have I done? What have I done? All right. Why aren't you working? That is really interesting, but I don't understand why it's not working. Unless, of course... All right. So I think we have to go down an additional level. Maybe. Well, there is only one level left. Which is no level. This is, well, we'll try going up one level. Because I don't know, I kind of hope that we can still pick up stuff. Really? Seriously? Okay, well, there's only one level left, and that's on the ground. Wow, this is going to be special if it's so. Yep, you can only do it on the ground. Well, wasn't that an exciting bit of something? It was, as it turns out, an exciting bit of something. Holy dooly. That was, yeah, that was certainly that. Now, you get a bit funny around corners here. Now, yeah, nose, yeah. There's trouble in Little China. Oops. So, see, we're going to have an issue here. Oh, dear. And you can't bring it up. So this goes down. So maybe here is where we can use the structure thingy bobby whatsy thogs. How about that? How's that grab everybody? Maybe. Or actually, you know what? Probably not. Actually, just thinking about that for half a second. How about this? That looks more like it. Yep. Well, this has been a unique and interesting challenge. And it looked like that was a unique and interesting challenge too. But we're into wooden arches at the minute. Right, and that should work. I'm going to go with the hooly and the dooly on this one because this is somewhat challenging. Now, we need to go down there, but we need to go up here. Oh, where are you going? Hold on, we have a small problem. Ah, you can't get there. Okay. All right, come on this side for a minute. What was so hard about that? I don't know, but then I suspect he doesn't know either. And it would be unfair of us to judge him for not knowing when we didn't know either. It can go there, but it needs to go one more out here. And so one more out here probably looks more like this. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I think that's what it looks like. Right, all right, let's do it. I'm going to hit you with a positive mental attitude whether you want it or not. And because that's downhill, it should be okay. And there you go. Any minute now it's going to fill up with wood. Ooh, look at that. It's not filled up with wood yet. 'Tis now. Right, you need to get this and take it somewhere, like base all the way over there, buddy. And I wish you all the very best. Right, you got it worked out and you're cool. That, ladies and gentlemen, is really our first full production run. And that is very good down there. Now, how are we doing here? Oh, well, we finished production, so let's go to the next one. I think is masonry, I would have to say. Still on gold coins. Now, we're going to need red coins and blue coins, which we haven't even looked at yet. So how are we doing over here? I think we've got this pretty well under control. The farm is farming. No, we're not. What are you doing? What are you waiting for? You are waiting for whatever that's called. Grain. Grain? No, that's grain. What's this called? Animal feed. No, it's delivering animal feed to make fertilizer. Drop off everything to pasture. Supply pasture with pasture. What? No. Okay. Deliver everything. Okay. Okay. Ooh, a well and a stone. We've got a stonemason. This certainly changed the way things are done in the game, didn't it? But we are a little bit ahead of that. So that's not too bad. All right. So, oh, wow, we finished that already. Metallurgy is still locked. We've got red coins. Oh, we need an enchanted book. Hooly dooly. Oh. Oh, that's different. I didn't think we would be so quickly. Well, it says 1 paper, 10 books, 20 enchanted books, but we don't have any enchanted books. Can I do this? 1 paper. Oh, is it saying? No, that can't be right. Is it saying it wants 1 paper plus 10 books plus 20 enchanted books? Is that what it's saying? I don't understand. Hang on. Advanced Logistics 16. Well, 20, 10 and 1 don't make 16. Okay, what have we got over here? We haven't produced a book yet because we haven't got any leather in there. So, okay, if we get this, we'll get 1 leather. So what's a book made up of? Red coins. Oh. Oh, I'm a little confused now. Advanced Logistics, 12. So it's saying I've got 16 writing supplies, but no blue coins. Okay, all right. Well, this is interesting, isn't it? So we need blue coins. Production. We need blue coins. Okay. Economy. Goods. Where do we get blue coins from? We get blue coins from selling bandages, poultices, medical wraps, remedies, elixirs. Oh, basically everything that goes into an apothecary. Right, so we need to at least produce a bandage. So, guess what we're doing in our next episode, everyone? We're going to make a bandage. Because we need one of those. Well, we need a few of those to make blue coins. So we're going to be heading down that path in episode 7. And that sounds very exciting. Where are we going to put an apothecary? Where are we going to make bandages and have our medical supplies come from? These are important questions, and we're going to answer all of them in the next episode. So I'll look forward to seeing you in the Gig channel, maybe at the next episode, maybe in another video. Until then, I hope you stay well, and as always, I'll see you all later. Bye.